Freedom is not just about breaking chains, it's about taking control of your future. Wishing all of you a very happy Independence Day. Hello, traders. Welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. Monday's market setup could bring some interesting opportunities, and I'll walk you through the key levels, possible traps, and the game plan to keep you on the right side of the market. But before we dive in, don't forget to like the video, share it with your trading friends or communities, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop your views in the comments. Your engagement keeps this community strong. On that note, let's dive straight to the charts. And this is a long weekend, and my advice to every one of you will be to read and study as many charts as you can over the weekend. Uh, Also, backtest your strategies or your setup for a longer period of time. So these long extended weekends are something which gives you an opportunity to prepare yourself much better for the real trading, right? As the saying goes, right? The more time you spend in sharpening your axe, the less you bleed in the actual battle. The same goes for the market. So these are the time periods or frames which gives you the breaker from the market, the much needed breaks from the market, as well as gives you the time to focus on what's really important, and that is the study of charts and spending time with your setup, right? So what I usually do over the weekend is I will review all the trades that I have done over the past week, 1 week, and I will try to analyze and note down the mistakes that I had done so that those the same are not repeated in the future. And what I do fortnightly, as in once every 2 weeks, is I review the charts of the overall long-term portfolio holding of my investments that is there. And based on the price action and important levels, I decide whether I have to keep holding them or to book profits in them, or if some other stock or other option is looking very good for long-term investments. That is what I do and spend my time on. So that is an activity which I do once every 2 weeks because those are long-term investments and don't need to do it every single day. But yes, every single week, what I do over the weekend is study the charts in detail as well as review my trades. Right, so I hope the point is clear. Now, yesterday, 14th of August, was an extremely sideways day. I had mentioned that we are expecting volatility, and that is exactly what you can see. Market moved without any clear direction, broke the low, moved up, breached slightly above the previous day's high, then immediately came back. And again, this is what volatility is. Volatility does not mean that it will be a unidirectional move. That's a trending market. Now, this is the place where most people tend to get trapped. Now, I had drawn this particular trend line, but then again, because we were above a particular level, and I above this particular parallel trend line, which parallel channel in which the market was in a long time, I did not immediately wanted to short it. I wanted markets to give me some sort of a pullback. Now, the pullback did come in. Had it the market reversed from here, I would have taken a short entry, but then it did not. And again, extremely sideways days. No trades for me on Thursday. Even the expiry setup, which is there, nothing concrete happened on the thing. The PCR was maintained at 1, which showed that okay, there is equal amount of call and put writing. At some point, there were some call writers exiting, some put writers exiting, but then nothing concrete to give us a hero zero trade post the 2 p.m. mark, which I usually say. So again, no trading day for me. This trend line is of not importance for us, so I'll be deleting this along with this low. Now, if we are to plan the trade for Monday, let's start with the weekly analysis first. So the market, this particular week's trading is done, and as we can see, after 6 long trending red weeks, negative weeks, today we have gotten a green candle. Now, this green candle is, I am assuming it's an inside bar, but why is the indicator? Yeah, indicator is not on. Yeah. So this is a inside bar, a very clear inside bar around here. Does this mean reversal? Absolutely not. The reason being for reversal, I needed three conditions or criteria in terms of candlestick patterns. Yes, the low is higher than previous candle's low. The high is not higher, And again, we needed a high which was higher than this particular high, and we needed the closing to be above this particular high for this to be considered as a reversal candle. Now, what does this mean for us? Now, we will be talking about our levels. Market has continuously fallen in a straight line from here, and right now is in, we can call this a retracement or a pullback. So, we'll be drawing our weekly fib levels. Try to understand and follow what exactly are we doing around here. This is weekly fib resistance. For the sake of simplicity, we'll be writing this, marking this particular level as a weekly. So this is wow, it is also coinciding with the round number of 25. The 50% mark is at around 25,000 and is ranging up to 25,180 or something, 160 odd levels, right? 25,000 to 25,160 is, as we know, round numbers are acting as, will be acting as resistance or support. So we are approaching it from below, so it will be acting as a resistance, and it has a confluence of a weekly fib resistance level. Now, on the daily time frame, again, like I said, we had mentioned that we are expected to be in a sideways range for some time, and then the next trend will emerge, whether up or down, whichever direction we plan to go in. That is something which will be visible after some time. But then again, as you can see, this is up, had the high of yesterday's candle not been breached very slightly, this could have been a very interesting pattern, right? Uh, this is not exactly a Shark 32 pattern, but then again, you can simply Google it. It is not relevant right now, so I'm not discussing it in detail. What does it mean? But you can discuss it. Shark 32 is a very good pattern to trade. But then this is not a proper Shark 32, so we'll be dismissing it. But then obviously this makes this too high, this high very particular 25,000, 24,700, a very important high for us. On the 75 minutes again, extremely sideways price action that I had been telling you about. Volatile volatility continues along with sideways price action, which will be trapping a lot of people. So this is the reason why I had always said that around these recent times videos, I have also always mentioned that please reduce your quantities and trade with very strict stop losses and with tighter trailing for Monday. Let's see the plan of action for Monday. Again, these levels remain constant for us, right? Because after the breakout from this levels, we have kind of remain in a sideways consolidation. So this is a volatility contraction phase as well. Again, above this level will be high. I'll actually delete all these things. Wait, just give me 2 seconds. I'll make things extremely clear for you. Let's us mark a zone instead of just a level, right? Any positive price action around these levels, right? I'm not taking up above this level or below, but any positive price action around these levels will be a sign to go long. Below Thursday's low, I will be looking at a short entry. Of course, very important price action to be observed is around once we are entering into back into the parallel channel. That will again mean a fake breakout from these levels, and then again we can plan a short entry. So as of now, I'll keep the plan of action for Monday extremely simple, which is above this particular zone, we are looking for a long entry. Below this, we are looking for a short entry. If we are looking for a long entry, of course, we're not aiming this on Monday itself, but then again, these levels will be acting as good resistance. So whenever we are approaching price action on these levels, we need to observe negative price action for a short side trade or a breakout above this particular resistance with a long side trade. Now you might be saying that, okay, I might be very uh, safe kind of guy who is telling you about everything. No, I'm not. Of course, I am a safe trader, but then my thing is, my psychology, it works in a way wherein the first rule of trading is the core rule of trading, as in which says that the markets can do anything, anytime, right? Nobody can predict or say, okay, that this is what the market is going to do. So what I do is I prepare myself for all possible scenarios, and based on what the market is doing, I will be taking those trades. And yes, one important thing is work on your price action skills. Try to see what exactly is the price doing. Try to talk to the market, what exactly is happening in the market at that particular price point. Are people getting trapped? Like, so trap trading is a very good setup that I use as well as use it with some important reversal setups. So there's a video which I had made on the only reversal setup that you might need. And I believe that is one of the most simplest and most effective forms of trading with a very low risk. So if you have not watched that video, go ahead and watch it. Backtest it over the weekend if you can, and I think you should. And that is how you will be getting prepared for a stronger trading future. Do not gamble, do not wait in hope, do not trade solely based on your emotions. Trade based on your setups, and only once the market triggers your setups is the time when you should be planning your trades. So I hope the plan of action is very simple. This particular entire zone will be a no trading zone for me, right? This will be a no trading zone between this particular level and this particular yesterday's low. Entire range will be a no trading zone for me because again, trading inside this zone will simply be a trap. So try to avoid it. And then again, yeah. So yes, wishing you all a very happy Independence Day once again. Focus on your financial freedom, and I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you guys on Monday post the market. Till then, have a good weekend. Utilize it, have spend some good time with your family. That is what all that matters and counts. And I'll see you guys again on Monday. Post the market. Cheers and thanks for tuning in.